Hey, fellow agents, this is Agent Smith, and I don't have my headphones on, but nonetheless, we are playing Kentucky Route Zero. So in the previous episode of Kentucky Route Zero, we ended up going to... we ended up starting it into Chapter 2 with the same people that were in Chapter 1 in the very beginning and underneath the gas station at a museum. I'm not quite sure what that means, and this game is starting to get me a little bit lost. But in that, they were reading a story, or listening to a story, should I say, on an audio tape about Lulu. We then jumped to the Chapter 2 proper, where it was back with us. The main character, Colton and Marquez, is still with us as we are at a new location trying to find our way to Kentucky Route Zero. And it was recommended to us that we speak to a woman named Lulu, that same Lulu that was done in the story in the beginning of the last episode. So we got to her, and let's go ahead and have our conversation. Let's see if I can remember any of these voices. Having fun in the paperclip labyrinth, huh? Well, you made it eventually. You look exhausted. I'd offer you my seat, but my ankles are turning on me. Huh. Arthritis? Dr. Truman says my joints are eroding on one another. They've been collaborating for decades. It's only natural they want to kill each other now. Let's put this mic up a little higher so I don't have to lean down. Well, enough about my hateful wrists and ankles. This concrete bunker of an office is just a waypoint for us. For you, I'm sure. Where is it you're trying to go? We're looking for 5 Dogwood Drive. Dogwood Drive. That's funny. Do you know I used to live on Dogwood Drive? This is years ago. Grimy old house, basement full of insects, attic full of birds. I had a few roommates. We all worked at the university. Had a dog. Drank whiskey and beer. And I made sculptures. But that dogwood was a surface road. With a name like that, it would have to be... What are you doing on Zero? Gas station attendant told us that we need to take the Zero to get there. Gas station attendant, I see. Friendly blind man about my age. Hangs out with an old cat, likes to pretend he's a poet. His name's Joseph. Do you know him? Joseph and I used to work together, and we lived together. We were friends. But that was a long time ago. We haven't spoken in years. Do you know why he's pointed you this way? It's because he's still in love with me. Of course, and now he's implicated you quite inconsiderately, and in your condition, it's appalling. So I'm very sorry for wasting your time, but I'm afraid you've been misled. Excuse me. But, where's the Dogwood Drive you lived on? Maybe it's the same one. No, it's impossible. The Dogwood Drive I lived on is now called Pale Dogwood Drive. They've renamed all the streets, you see. Too many streets with the same names. It's never a problem before, but now we have these databases and it's all too confusing for the computer. The computer has no sense of ambiguity, so it proclaims an error. Name collisions, they call them. So my Dogwood Drive is Pale Dogwood Drive, and another might be Large-Leafed Dogwood Drive, or Himalayan Flower Dogwood Drive, and so on. But one of them is still just Dogwood Drive, or so we might hope. It's really a matter of consulting records, of which we have an abundance here. Oh, where's the computer? Computer? Oh, that's all handled off-site. We write up a formal request for analysis and provide the necessary data and then send the whole thing out by courier. So first we'll need the data. I expect you'll find the road name change log up in the archives and records. 4th floor. It'll be filed under 0 or O for autonyms, probably, or G for generic, or S for specific, depending on which part of the street name was changed. Okay, well then, We've already gone through some of the floors in this place, one of them which was a bare floor. We did go up to that records floor, but for whatever reason, there was no need to be there. So now we have a reason to be there. We can go take a look. I'm thinking generic would probably make sense, but I don't know. Archives and records. So, 4th floor. Conway scans a column of elevator buttons. 5th floor is diagrams and drafts. 4th floor, archives and records. 3rd floor seems to be bears. 2nd floor is a conference room, and the 1st floor is a clerk's office. I'm going to go ahead and head to archives and records. Excuse me. No shit, bears on 3rd. That was the greatest thing ever. I love that there's a floor of bears. Alrighty, let's take a look. Documents. Damn, this place is a mess, okay? Take a look through that logbook, I guess. Maybe there's some kind of system of all these boxes. I'll just start digging. The small logbook has a smart leather cover. A few notes are scribbled on the inside covers. Most pages are just lists of titles, names, and dates. Let's take a look on the inside of the front cover. Note in the logbook, document staff, please do not transfer any more records from the storage unit until we get the new file cabinets in. We're up to F, and that will have to do for now. Well, then that means we can cover D at least. Instruct cooks to focus on activities beginning with the letters A, B, C, D, E, or F, or activities most likely to involve research on subjects beginning with those letters. For example, cars is okay. It involves automotive, driving, brakes, etc. But air quality is not okay because it relates to health, safety, and pollution, etc. Interesting. Let's read page 1. I don't know why page 1 and 14. Interesting. Page 1. Several documents related to the sporting competition venues were quickly checked out and back in over a period of a few days. Basketball courts, basketball fields, alleys, and parking lots. Okay, let's move on to page 14. Probably where I'll find it. A single set of documents related to the coal mining operations was checked out and back in by several different people within a few hours. Okay. Inside back cover. Note in the logbook: failing antique shops folder missing. Listed checked in on page 63, but not present. Interesting. Page 63. Let's find out about that. That's interesting. I kind of wonder if our listing is there. Check in. Failing antique shops. Monday, 3 p.m. Signee, Ed Bohm. Ed Bohm. Let's put the logbook away. Nothing? Me neither. Half of these boxes aren't even labeled. And the rest are all from the first few letters of the alphabet. I couldn't find anything with an O or a G or an S, like she had suggested. Maybe that clerk knows somewhere else we can look. Yeah, let's head back down. We just doing a run around, man. This is some bullshit. That's what it is. If I had never said my leg was injured, would it be a problem in the game? I wonder. Okay, her office is down on the 1st floor. Conway scans a column of elevator buttons. There we go. I pressed B to speed things up. Thank goodness. Clerk's offices. I'm glad I can skip through those a little bit quicker. I'm like 90% sure it's going to be somebody on that 2nd floor, as we haven't gone there yet. Hello, Lulu. Nothing. That's unfortunate. Well, they must still be in transit. You see, we've only moved into this new venue somewhat recently, and it's all been in progress. This is a cathedral not so long ago. Can you believe it? And then the Bureau reclaimed it. The old congregation has been directed to one of the storage facilities for their activity. That's where you'll find the street name records, I expect, at the church. Mary Ann at a reception can give you directions. And just come back here when you have the files, and We'll begin the necessary paperwork to have the information analyzed. Oh, and while you're not out on the road, you might want to stop to see Dr. Truman about your leg. He's a specialist regarding ailments of the joints and limbs, and I know he works at night. His home office is in a small neighborhood on the east edge of Bowling Green. East Bowling Green. I'm probably going to note it in my book, but I'll write it down just in case. Truman. Because, I don't know. I haven't seen some thoroughness of it all. Here's his card. Do stop and see him. That leg is a miserable sight. Take care of each other. Alright. Well then, let's head back to the vehicle. There we go. I've been drinking Prosecco. And it is flimming up my throat from the sugars and the tannins that are within the wine. Or champagne in this case. Carbonated wine. So, zoop. I'm so glad I can skip things on there. Makes things go by much quicker when it's a list like that I have to see over and over again. It's funny for you guys, I bet, because I tend to record at night, and it motivates me having a little bit of a drink here and there. It also opens me up and makes me a little more humorous sometimes, so I do that. But then you see these videos at 11. I'm definitely not drinking at 11 in the morning, so I probably should try to stop to put that out of the videos and stuff like that, but whatever. Get what you need? Be straight with me. What is this place? Just another office, lady. Just another job. But you kicked out a congregation to set up your office. Wasn't here for that. But yeah, I get where you're coming from. Still, I wouldn't judge until I'd seen everything. They've got a new church now. The Bureau set it up for them out of some of their old storage space. I'm sure it's very nice. Go see it for yourself. Just get back on the zero and drive until you hit this crystal, and then turn around. It'll make sense once you get on the road. You can handle it. Alright, thank you. She headed me to the church, so at least that helps. Come on, Blue. Time to get in the truck and get going. They are ready to leave. It's so interesting the way they did that, though. So we are, oh lordy, so we are on the zero, and this is the Bureau. It's so weird, it's like in a cave. We're just so real. The Jaws. Ooh, that's so creepy. What is all of this? Oh my goodness, okay. So we got a few notes. Dogwood Drive. We got Marquez's farm. Zero on the ramp, but that was actually the Elkhorn Mines. Shannon's workshop, which we've been to, and the storage facility. Find the crystal, and then turn around. See, I'm glad I wrote that down, because his shit's not there. Past Bowling Green. And this is some sort of record. I pull my phone. Alright, my controller off the thing. Well, maybe not. Anyway. In and out. Scarecrow. Oh, this is the map that we use within the thing. Okay. We found our way out, but we found a tape and rumbling brake stage. And the Bureau of Secret Tourism. Bureau of Secret Tourism. Esoteric excursions for the intrepid and curious. All directions start from the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. River tunnels. These tunnels are the series of arterials excavated by runoff from an underground river which long ago evaporated, now the tangled vessel of marooned echoes. Drive clockwise until you reach the feather. Pause for a moment to consider the cave walls in reverse direction and drive counterclockwise until you hit the birdhouse. Now turn around again and you're almost upon it. So we can get to the river tunnels by doing that. Interesting. Glad we know this. Drive clockwise, which I'm doing counterclockwise right now. But anyway, if I were to drive the other direction to the feather, pause for a moment, look at the cave walls, and then reverse my direction to drive counterclockwise like I'm currently doing until I hit a birdhouse, and then turn around again and then almost upon it. Right. To return, simply find the feather again and turn around. Dymaxion Gallery. The gallery is a gallery of mislaid futures, abandoned on lonely highways as American industrial design shifted its gaze to the intangible. Drive counterclockwise towards the TV. When you reach the TV, drive clockwise to the antenna. Now turn around again and head just past the barn. To return to the bureau, find the TV again, and again turn around. Mineral springs. These mineral springs radiate with vigor and sweat. With vigor and sweat youth from the pores of the cave's walls. The sweet dampness evaporating and then recollecting on the ruddy face of rejuvenated bathers. Drive clockwise to the feather and then come back to the talon. Turn again, and there you are. To return to the bureau, find the feather and again turn around. The meditation tunnels. It's recommended as a site for meditation, an introspective labyrinth through which to walk one's concerns, slowly, like a breathing exercise. Drive clockwise to the scarecrow and then turn around and head counterclockwise until you reach the pendulum. Reverse direction once more and keep driving clockwise and you can't miss it. To return, find the scarecrow again, turn around, and before long, you'll be back at the bureau. The Deep Valley. That explains why I've got the jaws, because this is a weird fucking map. The Deep Valley, the site of an epic laceration to the very heart of the world, certainly left by some great power, perhaps a casualty in a battle between God and dinosaur. Drive counterclockwise to the bottle, turn around, drive clockwise to the still, turn around again, and you're nearly on top of it. To return, find the bottle again, and turn around and head back. Happy hitchhiking. 270-301. I'll write this down so I don't have to come back in here. 301-5797. I don't know if it'll do anything, but I want to see if this actually goes somewhere. Let's see. This will be interesting. Yeah, no, my battery's low. I can't charge. My charger died on me. So, 270-301-5797. Let's put this on speaker. I wonder if this will do anything. Holy shit.
Hello. You have dialed into Here and There Along the Echo, a guide to the Echo River for drifters and pilgrims. This guide is a public service provided by the Bureau of Secret Tourism.
Holy shit. It's actually something. That's insane. Does it lead
For
to?
a menu of our resources, press 1. If you have an extension to dial, press 9. For more information about our organization, press 3. If you don't remember dialing this number at all, press 5. To hear these options again, press 0.
Press 1.
For historical sites along the Echo River, press 1. For a guide to the river's flora and fauna, press 2. For help identifying an unfamiliar sound, press 3. If you're holding a snake right now, press 4. To hear these options again, press 0.
I wonder if it leads to something. That's insane. That number is legit. Wow, that is pretty cool. And my final phone will probably die before I actually get a chance to use it. So it means I'm going to have to charge this thing if I ever get to a point of actually needing to use that phone number. So it actually goes somewhere. This is fucking real. That's pretty fucking cool. Bravo to you, game. Alright, so we're through the jaw. The bat wings. The cactus. Look, we're not at the bureau anymore. The lightning bolt. The sandwich. The isohedron, the cathode ray. The bottle. The TV. We got to look at this guide again. I went counterclockwise. When you reach the TV, drive clockwise to the antenna. So now I gotta go the other way and then turn around again and head back to the barn. The projector, yep, shit changed. I'm going to the antenna, that's the bell. The tree. Sprocket. This is so weird. The anchor. Bicycle. The feather. That's something. The wheelbarrow. The antlers. The scarecrow. All of those, scarecrow and the feather, are both things that I need for directions to different places. The bureau. Holy shit. Alright, well, let's start with the first one, since I'm here. So the first thing in the list is to drive clockwise until I reach the feather. Pause for a moment to consider the cave walls. And then reverse direction and drive counterclockwise until I hit the birdhouse. Turn around again, and I'm almost upon it. Okay, so left to the feather, right to the birdhouse, and then left again. The tunnels. The tunnels are described as a series of arterials excavated by runoff from an underground river which long ago evaporated. Now the tangled vessel, marooned echoes, as it said in the book. A surprisingly large, a distant scratching sound catches Conway's attention from a tunnel leading downwards. Another tunnel runs into the darkness to the left. Just follow the scratching noise. Conway and Shannon climb down. The tunnel narrows a bit, and the air is warmer here. Keep climbing. Shannon has a sense that something is hiding just out of sight. Keep going. 3 gray-furred cats sit on a piece of driftwood, tails coiled. They regard the intruders for a moment and return to their indifferent leisure. Interesting. Oh, I can't go back. How do I get back? To return, simply find the feather again and turn around. Clockwise to the feather. I'll see you when I get back to the bureau. I've reached my way back to the bureau. Let's go ahead and see what's next on this list. The Dymaxion Gallery. So we're going to drive counterclockwise towards the TV. When we reach the TV, so to the TV, then turn around to the antenna, and then again, just past the barn. And just past the barn. Okay, so we're going starting right to the TV, left to the antenna, right at the barn. Right, left, right. TV, antenna, barn. I'll see you when I get there. Here we go. And I also saw something past the TV called the 70. I might have to check that out. The brochure describes this place as a gallery of mislaid futures abandoned on a lonely highway as American industrial design shifted its gaze to the intangible. It is a large warehouse full of oddly shaped vehicles, blimp-like rusted vessels mostly painted in dull green that is now faded toward brown. No path has been carved to navigate between them, and many have been damaged enough to leave menacing bits of metal running jaggedly through their small open spaces. It's all the visitor can do to stand at the edge of the building, neck craned, trying to get a glimpse of something. Interesting. I'm going to head back to the Bureau once again. Well, I went back all the way over there and actually didn't even find the location we originally looked at, as well as on top of that, once I did the 70, didn't come up again. So I guess I missed out. But either way, let's go ahead to the next location, the Mineral Springs. So we're going to drive clockwise. We're going to drive left to the Feather, right to the Talon, and we'll be there, pretty much. Left to the Feather, right to the Talon. Let's go. There it is. The Springs. As desired in the brochure, these mineral springs, or excuse me, as described in the brochure, these mineral springs radiate with vigor and sweat youth from the pores of the cave walls. Its sweet dampness evaporating and then recollecting on the ruddy surface of the rejuvenated bathers. There does have a warmth and fragrance to it. It seems to relax the nostrils. Shannon encourages Conway to rest his leg in the water. Yeah, sure, I'll rest a while. Kanye rests for a while. The water is warmer than it looks and strangely soothing. Think about the night stars. Conway leans his head back, eyes closed, and still feels like night. Down in the cave, not just the darkness, but the lateness of it. Somewhere on the other side of this rock, the stars are still drifting along indifferently. He remembers some of Charlie's homework from when he first went to college. Charlie was home visiting Lizette and Ira for the weekend and had some book about astronomy or physics or something, maybe math, watching the relative speeds at which different stars pan across the sky and using it to determine their distance. Leaving the spring, Conway finds a few small aquatic insects nestled in his pant leg. He leaves them behind. Well, that feels like it might have been a mistake, but let's see our way back. Return to the Bureau, find the Feather again, and turn around. And we made our way back to the Bureau again. Let's go ahead and see what the next location is in the book. The Meditation Tunnels. So we're going to drive left to the Scarecrow, right to the Pendulum. Left Scarecrow, right Pendulum. Scarecrow, Pendulum. And you can't miss it when we turn around at the Pendulum. Alright. Left, right, left. Scarecrow, Pendulum there. I found something on my way called Deja Vu. Want to see what this is? I wish I got the 70s one. Oh. We're just driving in circles. Finally getting Deja Vu. It's like I missed the 70 one, so this is this. Deja Vu. It's odd. What? Just, Deja Vu. It's just this weird road. No, you're right. Just this weird road. Little story elements. Yeah, the weird fucking road going in a circle. I'm continuing around anti-clockwise or counterclockwise until I find the next thing that I'm sure I'll recognize once I see it. Scarecrow or something. That's strange, though. I miss a 70s sequence, so I don't know what that's about. Like I-70, it's not an exit. It wasn't a way out. Or maybe it was a way out. We just got a sense of deja vu is all we had from this. We're panning away. With all these people in the middle. What's going on there? Interesting. Keep going. Bat feeder. Pendulum. Turn around. Animal bones. Tunnels. There we go. The brochure from these mossy tunnels recommended taking them as a site for meditation, an introspective labyrinth through which to walk one's concerns slowly like a breathing exercise. There we go. A narrow tunnel extends to the right and another to the left. Always right. Conway and Shannon go right. Conway and Shannon crawl on hands and knees through a slick passageway. The moss is glowing more brightly now. Keep going to the right. Conway and Shannon go right. A narrow tunnel extends to the right and another to the left. Conway and Shannon crawl on hands and knees through a slick passage. Moss glowing. Okay, we'll go left, because that was a circle. Conway and Shannon step out in a large open room. The glow of the moss is almost blinding. Go right again. Conway and Shannon enter a cramped passage. A narrow tunnel extends to the right and another to the left. The moss begins to glow. To the right again. Conway and Shannon step out in a large open room. The glow of the moss is almost blinding. Okay. They enter a cramped passage, so we're going in circles as we go. It's like right, left, right, left, right, left. Left. Conway and Shannon crawl on hands and knees through a slick passageway. The moss glowing more brightly now. To the right now. The narrow tunnel extends to the right and another to the left. To the left. They enter a cramped passage. Narrow tunnel extends to the right and another to the left. The moss begins to glow. Okay, we went left that time. Crawl on hands through a slick passageway. The moss is glowing brightly now. Then we went right and another to the left. We'll go right again. Hands and knees through a slick passage. The moss is glowing more brightly now. Okay, so we need to face the music with this. We got to go the correct directions. Large opening. The glow of the moss is almost blinding. We'll go left again. The narrow tunnel extends to the right and another to the left. Conway and Shannon go right. I want to go to the blinding one and then close my eyes. Left. The glow is almost blinding. Close eyes for meditation. That was it. Wonder if it was the wrong spot. Huh. Alright, let's continue on. Oh, no, that's it. Huh. Well, let me get back to the bureau real quick. I found the valley. The brochure calls an epic laceration to the very heart of the world, certainly left by some great power, perhaps a casualty of battle between the god and dinosaurs, more of a rocky valley separating the road from a sheer cliff face. It's difficult to see how deep it runs as the rock slopes into dark shadow, but the few dozen lanterns sprung across it, an interval suggests its scale, larger than a basketball court but smaller than a financial district. Excuse me. Let me check that one. I didn't realize I was going to that one. Deep Valley. Yeah, oh, here we go. I don't know how I accidentally found this, but I did because I forgot I was supposed to be here and I actually was there and somehow I fucking found my way to the Deep Valley. So from here I need to return to the bottle, find the bottle and return around and get back. Woo! Alright. Back at the bureau. This episode has actually run quite long for me, but I've cut it down, I'm sure, for you, so it's not that bad. A lot of running around, backtracking, going forth, and I've done everything in that guide, but I haven't found anything that helps me. So the only thing in that guide that actually had something different, as you saw in the beginning of this one, well, middle of this one, was that the phone number actually functions. So I have a feeling in the next episode, I need to call that number on my phone. And we need to record everything that's going on with it and see if we can navigate our way through the menus and figure out what we're doing with that. Because we've checked everything, but we're looking for looking for the doctor in Past Bowling Greens. We need that. But we're also looking for a cathedral. I want to write these down. Cathedral. For myself. And I could do this on my own time, but I feel like I could be better if I do it with you guys. But my phone is going to die, so I can't do it immediately. I mean, you'll see me in a different outfit. It's basically all that's going to happen. But nonetheless, I do hope that you guys have been enjoying this. It's actually just a fucking trip. I love playing random games, I tell you what. I go through my stuff and I just look through them one day. And like I said, the only reason 3 days ago when I first started this episode, or 3 episodes ago, if the weekend ran through, I did Indiana Jones and I was going to do another one, but I was like, well, you guys probably don't want to see back-to-back ones. So I tried something different. And this adventure game it's good. I really like it. This is fun. It's different. This is the most different thing. I have no idea what's going on. I thought we were dying. Now we're in some weird fucking infinite loop and just wow. That's all I gotta say is just wow. It's fun. And yeah, if you guys are enjoying this too, then I will see you guys in the next episode of Kentucky Route Zero. Have a great day. Oh, hey. I see that you guys are done with this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, you can see another one over here on the right hand side. And of course, we've also got one on the left as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.